plan on adding more exclusive planet ships, like the ability to build ships at Mandalore from Mandalorian Superiors? Generally, no. The only exceptions to that would be stuff that's tied to influence. We don't want to, like, we have enough actual factions that it's hard enough to fill out the rosters and all this stuff for that. We don't want to, like, dilute those factions by, because generally anything you have other than, like, a few Bakuran or maybe Mandalorian stuff, they fit within a specific faction. So there are one or two cases where influence on a planet will let you get ships, kind of like we showed with some of the Hapen stuff. Maybe Mandalorians will fit into that. Maybe Bakurans would someday, but our focus is on, art-wise, the actual rosters for the actual factions. So it's hard to think, like, when we'd have an opportunity to do a bunch of ships that aren't a core part of any faction and are just there to additionally fill roles that are already filled by other units within every faction. Overall, though, with the game, the focus is on making the factions as unique as we can, and having too many things that would turn the game into a mess of units that everyone has would work against that goal. I don't know if we'll be able to kill the planet fast enough. Yeah, let's kill these units and then turn back on the planet. And it would require level 10 influence on the planets to do it. We want it to require at least some investment to make any sense, not just like capture the planets and then you have them. Well, like, we kind of talked about some of it with in the TabCap episode, Chicago. And as we work out the format for that, we might end up doing more like news and other discussion at the start of the episodes. But we each did do our own trailer reaction videos. He did like a 3-hour trailer breakdown stream. And we'll see if we end up getting into like other types of media with TapCap as well. If we might do like episodes on movies or something. Alright, cleared out the ships. Back to bombing the planet. And since the rest of it is just building... Get those prepared. Oh, they got Jaralek back. But they're pulling out. Yeah, these are mostly the militia type or outlaw sectors. Oh, I want you to kill the planets. Your job is killing the planet. You know, Charlie thinks Will Smith acted as Mace Windu. I don't believe that. Charlie's secretly a big Star Wars fan. He won't admit it. But we all know the truth. We'll kind of see as datapad develops, Chicago, what other types of content I end up being able to do, and like what I'm able to do with other people as well, including Justin. Because TapCaf is a huge time commitment for both of us. Between like the actual stream time, but also reading the books, making the notes and all that, the editing, and some other stuff we've talked about doing that will hopefully drive up the quality of the show even more. This New Republic fleet is just flying into the back line there. Let's, why can't we defend this? Oh, I guess we'd have to assault it. It's not owned by us. That's why. Alright. Those are still getting into Jeralek. So we'll let this just develop for a little. Are you guys actually shooting the planet? You are now. And you're able to return fire, so that shouldn't be a threat to you either. It would be nice if we had control of the other minor factions too, but for now we just gotta let the NR do what it's gonna do. Keep our ships going. And hopefully with all this we'll have enough to actually get through Kalinda. Because it is a good amount of units. I'll just tell those to jump straight to Kalan, or Aland. Dauntless, you're not taking any damage. You are still above 30,000 shield, so you're fine. Kane is actually fine as well. Alright. There, that'll definitely help. That's the really nice thing about Seculars. Their anti-planet damage is really good. Alright, we have all of our ships there now. Tell them to jump together, because they shouldn't block each other like the other fleet was doing. Down to 8,000... Mostly immobilizers over here, not threats. $7,200. The Iron Knights, Akinoses. I thought about doing a video on them. They're interesting. They're one of the weirder sides of Star Wars, I think. There's something. Maybe I should do that video next week. I'm trying to get like 3 or 4 videos scripted this week. I started working on the Illustrator files of the graphics for like a major video thing I'm doing. but that's going to take a while to do. It's going to be a lot of work, and hopefully someone watches it. But I'm trying to like do. I'll probably end up doing like a couple hours on that per week while trying to make sure that I have enough for other videos. All right, we are. Let's go for the actual planet again, because that'll at least stop the reinforcements. Oh, clicked outside the screen. 1300. I don't know that this fleet will be able to get into a position to help with the New Republic very well. Or at least they can pull some forces away. But that's it for the Empire. Ish. 143. 100. 57. 6. Nope, 0. Alright. That is it for Dizra. So what is the easiest way to get? Did I just jump them into Lond? Yeah, give it a shot. They're definitely some of the more fun things to explore with Datapad. Some of the more obscure, weirder, lesser known stuff. Video I'm hoping to have out tomorrow is about Nighthammer. But I guess by the time this video comes out on YouTube that I'm recording right now, that'll be like a week ago. Alright, let's see. Oh boy. I feel like I'm watching Rise of Skywalker right now with this fleet. Alright, I guess we'd better kill it now. Get 4 of those. We have over 100,000 credits. And yeah, 10 of those, 5 of these, 10 of these, 10 of these, 10 of these. All right, and now let's just watch the battle, or also, you know, like command the battle. Their capital ships are not holding up as well as ours are. There's a Dauntless there. It's about to not be there. Not longer be there. Alright, it looks like they're going to try to combine their forces with this fleet. Alright. That endurance is gonna be next. Luckily, they're giving us a lot of free shots at them right now. Endurance first, then Nebula. Nope, still has 3k. 27, 18. Alright. Now the Nebula. We've got a couple more ships in. You... I am going to get you to take ground assault. Just in case. I know that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Oh, look, we get another capital ship coming in. The AI doesn't really know how to use the escape pods properly. They give like some extra experience, some extra health when the New Republic ships are dying. And a veterancy buff, I think? A veterancy buff stack. Because you're rescuing the more experienced crew, whatever. Which I think is one of the cooler parts of the New Republic. It might need some more tuning, but... Hey, Dreadnought. It's going pretty well. We have successfully navigated the war against the Imperial Remnant, but the New Republic has decided to be a bit more of a problem. Alright. Now the Bellator will get there even faster. Got another Praetor in this side. Okay, I do think we have this then. Get Imposing Presence and Ion Blast. Make sure it's in range for Imposing Presence to actually do what it needs to do. This one doesn't even have Imposing Presence. Ruckenwell, we have 2 more ships that are done there. Aurelia, is there anything that we command? No, none of these are actually ours. It's gonna be 5, 6 Praetors here. 5. Okay, they are leaving. Let's get ready to jump. We have the ability to hyperspace ram any ship. We actually do have a ramming ability in the mod. No hyperspace involved, though. Alright. I won't cancel the jump this time. We can jump straight in. Have we almost made it out of here at all? This fleet is just going to get demolished. I think the Bellator... Yeah, the Bellator did make it. Some New Republic ships that are not thrilled right there. Where's the other wormhole on this map? It's got to be there, right? No, it's calm? Yeah. Alright, our first ships are in. You gotta imagine that anything useful they have was already sent at us. Oh, right, some of them were told to group together. The other new ones weren't. Alright, well, just jump. Alright, there's a nebula. Nebula, then we'll get this endurance. And then I want to go for their shipyards. So... Actually, I kind of just want to go for their shipyards now. But I shouldn't let the nebula hang around. Yeah, it's gonna die. I don't need to worry. There's a nebula. Get the endurance, then we go for the shipyards. And can I get the... Bellator... Okay, it's jumping... now anyways. I'm going to micro jump it to the other side of the system. Because its help would be great here. Its help is entirely necessary here. I really want to go for the shipyard, but... we'd just be flying through so many ships that can kill us. We're at least getting some more support in there. Which side of the system are you going to come in on? That is a dangerous place to be. Does it need to be fully within there? Yes, okay. Need to switch out the particle on that with the other one. Where's Kane? Kane is still in the back. I feel like most of this fleet isn't actually going to make it here. Least favorite faction ever? It's difficult. Not any of the... I don't know. I like both of the Legacy era factions. Or I guess all of them. There's more than two. There's like Galactic Alliance, Sith Empire, Bell Empire. The Nagai? No, the Toph. The Toph. They're the ones with the stupid pirate ships. The Toph are the only ones that I feel like have like no redeeming qualities. Alright. The Bellator is almost in position. Trucking its way across the galaxy. Yeah, I love the Hutt ship designs. I don't like Hutts themselves, but their ship designs are really good. Okay, the Bellator is probably going to have to go for these. Do we have any ships making it close now? Nothing that's super useful yet. But some of their stuff is actually splitting with the, to go after the Bellator. I didn't want to go to Druckenwell, I wanted to go here. Alright, let's start heading towards their shipyards with these guys. We'll finally have an SSD with this fleet. I keep trying to go too close to the edge with that. There we go. Nice sideways micro jump for you. I'm putting a lot of our ships at risk by doing this rush, but we'll probably save more in the long term. Okay, their shipyard is under fire now. So that MC-90 will be the last capital ship they build. Doesn't look like they tried to build the Viscount. He says, as one is inevitably lumbering towards him. Oh, an MC-80 made it out. A mess of Star Destroyers here. Not clipping like they would in Empire at War. The collision detection in Sint is actually quite good. But it helps that they just like bounce each other whichever directions they need to. The game doesn't actually care about that. It's like rubber duckies. Rubber ducky. Alright, no more shipyards for you. Let's blow up the last capital ships. Oh, and we're actually only a couple jumps away with Kane and the rest of the fleet that's actually managed to survive, which hasn't been much of it. But they're causing a lot of destruction as they go. And let's get to 30% bombardment cooldown. Once they get here, that's going to be complete GG for New Republic. Oh crap. Did I tell stuff to jump? Okay, luckily nothing actually jumped. Alright, that's a lot of CR90s in there. We had a couple Dauntlesses on this side. At least we know when the Reaper gets in position, it'll be supported. Let's just fly through. See what's alive when we get to the other side. Here comes those guys. Kane is right on the edge there. A slow one. We'll have a couple of these there soon at least. They're all level 10. Oh, no, there's only level 9. GG. Unsubscribe, I'm a liar. Only level 9 when I said level 10. Yeah, just flying through killed them all. To the planet we go. That's only 12k, not 18. Alright, so tomorrow's stream, we will be back at 6 p.m. EST. I'm trying to, well, I'm going to make sure that that's actually correct down there. Yeah, for whatever reason, it still says Tuesday at 4 p.m. That Monday and Tuesday did change, so I'll make sure that those get updated. But tomorrow's stream, we're going to be playing one of the Empire at War campaigns. I put up a poll on the YouTube channel, so people could vote on Rebel, Empire, and Underworld. I think Underworld is winning by a fair bit right now. So we'll see if that holds up. If you haven't voted and you want to go to the community page on the YouTube channel to vote for that, and that's there. I'm not sure what we're going to do next for Sins. We might actually do a game of Rebellion first, and then we'll do another game of Sins after that in probably Stargate Races. And then after that, we'll come back to Ascendancy. Then after that, we'll go to Armada 3 or Age of the Federation. Because there are a bunch of Sins mods that I want to get back into playing. Because it's been a while since I've... it's been a while since I first saw them. Yeah, since I've played a lot of them. And a lot have been updated quite a bit since my last time playing them. So... I do want to make sure that that Sins stays a main part of the channel. It's not like Empire at War where I can like heavily rely on it too much, but I do want to make sure that we get at least like one game in per month at least is my goal. Is Kane even going to get here in time for winning? No. Maybe. No, I don't think he will. But yeah. So we'll be done in a second here. Hope everyone's enjoyed this playthrough and the look at some of the changes, especially for minor factions. I'm not sure if we'll have some of the other changes I was talking about for capital ships in for the next playthrough. Because that's the next major gameplay change coming for Ascendancy, but I'm really hoping that I'll have most, if not all, of the other updated models in for XSI, or in for Ascendancy from Imperial Civil War, but I need to use XSI for that, and XSI sucks, but I'll deal. Will you be adding the ability to capture ground vehicles like Space Winds to Imperial Civil War? That is a bit more difficult to do, because for one thing, the way companies work is different, so the thing you're spawning on the galactic level isn't just an individual vehicle, it has to be a company, and there's not really a way to go from the individual unit to owning the company. And then if you capture like one ATST, then you've got you've got 4. So there'd be potentially wider use of abilities like Bribe or Chewbacca's, but not for keeps like it works in space. So it's a bit more difficult to work out both technically and logistically. But it's unlikely. We're down to 300 health here. Did Kane just make it? No, not quite. Yeah, so let's take a quick look at the stats here. We finally overtook them only 252, like half an hour ago in game time. Credits. The Empire had a ton by the end. We actually were pretty close to the New Republic after that for most of the game. Durasteel, income rate, capital ships. How many capital ships did anyone have at any given time? We had 28. They were down to 1. See, this is why, just before we go, this is why we wanted to make the changes to like capital ships being fleet commanders and what are capital ships now being counted as cruisers. It's because the AI doesn't really know how to build a lot of them. So the player can build up fleets of like 50 Star Destroyers, but the AI never will. And as much as we're geared towards multiplayer, we do want to make sure that playing against the AI is still kind of the same intended game flow. So it's going to be something we try. We'll have to discuss it more internally as well. But again, hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and the series. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time. Again, tomorrow we'll be back with a stream of the Forces of Corruption campaign or Empire War campaign. So, night everyone.